Welcome back to the channel on Riz Resells. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. This week I thought I'll post a video on how much I'd done for the whole week. So I'll put a title up there. It's £364.40. Remembering I'm not full-time committed into this. I've only had 16 orders, so we'll go through them quickly. And then I've got some charity finds, etc. that I need to go through and actually start working through them. And the rest that I've got all in the back here. So we've obviously sold a Tamagotchi that was part of this week. That sold for £55 plus postage. Then we've sold a Disney Mickey Mouse figure bundle of 9, not in the greatest condition. Mickey Mouse, I think, had a damage onto the arm. Sold for £8 all in. We sold a Treehouse from Polly Pocket. It's a vintage Bluebird toy set from 1994. That sold for £21.50. Then we sold 2 Mario Kart. These are pull back, and they go off. Basically speed car racers. It's Mario and Yoshi. That went for £13.49 all in. Then we sold 2 vintage Tommy Fun Run World Friction Pull Back and Go vehicle bundle. These are quite vintage ones. They had the old Tommy logos, etc. on. And I found them at the bottom of the bin, so to speak. £11.50. Then it was Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Leader Class Optimus Prime. Now this was damaged box, but the figure had never been taken out. It was still like untouched inside, and I got this for £7.50 or something at the car boots. It was advertised as £10, but then the lady managed to give it to me for £7 because I managed to get some other bits from her. That sold for £30 plus postage, so £33.50. And then we've sold a Canon padded camera. Now this was part of a bundle where I've already sold the cameras off, and I still had the Canon bag. That went for £13 all in. It was really in good condition, by the way. The Angry Birds figures from one of my last videos, where I had them for £1 each, 4 figures, not in the greatest shape. They had marks everywhere from obviously being hit and etc. But it was still working. Now brand new, this would have gone for £50 on eBay. But mine's gone for £30.50 all in, so not a bad turnover. And we've sold 2 more Skeletrix Sport Digital Porsche Boxster. This was from a damaged bundle. These are made by Hornby, and I think I only managed to save the actual cars from it. I thought maybe somebody would make use of it. It's gone for 33 quid together. Then we had a Google Home Mini Smart Assistant Speaker model. That went for £11.50. And I always laugh about this because I test them and I put on eBay saying it's tested and working. And I still get messages saying, is this working? Right, then we had 2 Thinkway toys, Disney Pixar Toy Story talking pull string Woody and Jessie. These are quite interesting ones. So some of these don't talk to each other, but the Thinkway one, which is why you got to keep an eye for them, especially if you get them as a pair. The Thinkway toys pull up with Jessie and Woody. They actually talk to each other. So you start one off and then start the other one off, and then they'll actually have a conversation, which is quite interesting. That sold for £33.50. I could have got more, but Woody had a mark on his face here that I couldn't get rid of, and Jessie's whole top was just stained, so to speak. So yeah, I could have got more of it. Then we sold a Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie, 8-inch plush. That gone for £9.50. It did have a problem. Technically, the normal one would have been attached with the hands on the chest, but this one of them had come off, so the threads had been ripped out. So I just cleaned it up and mentioned that in the actual listing. Then we sold a Marvel Avengers Comics Thor plush, 14-inch plush. That went for £7.99. Remembering that, I've got a smaller version somewhere that I haven't listed because I thought that was the one I listed, so I put it away, and then realizing that when this sold, that there was a 14-inch one. The other one was a Jessup's Darkroom paper 200 sheets. This was in one of my previous video. I knew they had some value. On the box it actually has a price tag for £7.99, but I bundled them two together, and it went for £23.50. Then Paw Patrol Toy Spin Masters, 7 vehicles with the heads already fixed in. I bundled them together, £13.49. And then the Agfa HTC 35mm film, that's gone finally. I've had it I think for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks now, sitting on the shelf. People did ask me like questions of, how long has it been? Has it been stored in like humidity or anything like that? But I had no idea. I clearly told them, look, this is from a charity shop. I have no idea where it's been or how it's been stored. I did have a few messages, and then obviously it just all of a sudden sold for £21.50. So that brings from Sunday to Saturday a total sales of £364.40. Obviously we've still got today to finish off, and then it'll be the end of the week. But 16 items, not bad considering spending about half an hour a day or an hour maximum 45 minutes or something. I don't spend much time doing this. My target is always listing 5 items, and most of the time I'll use the draft option to actually, if I go quicker than that, I'll list like 10 items on drafts and just put them up. So at least if it comes to a point where I get a busy day and I can't spend my time in here, then at least I know there'll be listing that will go automatically, or I can force them into going out. But yeah, that's the sales. And then I've got, I think, 2 boxes and a bag to go through. And obviously, forgot nearly to mention, obviously sales is just sales. It doesn't include the postage that I pay. Say I use every on some, not majorly. If it's above £20, I'll use every. If it's below £20, I'll use every. But if it's above £20, because Royal Mail for £3.50 gives me about £150 protection. So it's not only tracked, but it's also protected for £150. So I always prefer using Royal Mail. I guess customers prefer Royal Mail as well. But there are conditions where every can be better. For example, on every, once you've posted your parcel out, the customer then can use the tracking number to divert it. So they could send it to a shop, for example, a local pickup place, or another address, which is handy because if you're not going to be home, especially during Christmas times, and you're going to be shopping and doing all the bits that you need to do, you're not going to be always home to pick up the parcels. So I always advise people to get it picked up from a shop, because then at least it's not going to be left outside your doorstep. Right, waffle. That's that part done. So yeah, 364, pretty happy with it. I've had bigger days, but then there have been items that I've sold for way more money. For example, the Amiga that I sold for, I think, £700 to a person in America. But I can't always find them. That's the thing. It's a matter of finding them stuff first. But I'm happy with it because toys are selling, and they're going out of my shelves, which is brilliant. I've managed to list a ton of more stuff, ton of more toys, and I keep getting these boost select listings with a limited time sale. Right, I'll have a look at that later. So I've listed a ton of stuff recently. I've got loads of people watching this stuff and giving me message. On terms of message, would you ever message a person on eBay and asking them if a Super Mario Toad plush soft toy is any good for humping? Right? Comment below if you would ask that kind of question. But I did have somebody message me asking me, and this is what he said. He says, hello there, is this handsome toad also good for humping? And I said, not sure on that one. And his reply was, oh, you never tried? Humping is very relaxing. I just ignored him at this point because I thought, I'm not getting into trouble talking any kind of rubbish on eBay messaging. Then he messaged me back saying, hello, it's rude not to reply. And then a day later, he even messaged me saying, excuse me, did your mother ever teach you not to behave? So yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not sure how much humping you could do with the Super Mario Toad plush toy, but yeah, it's a real message there. I guess it's a viewer, maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody's trolling me. But if it is you, comment. It's not ideal to do it on eBay. Even YouTube, it's reported. But I don't find it offensive. But I just thought it's a weird question to ask. Nevertheless, let's get on to the finds. And I've got some cool stuff in finds. So, got a box there, a big one, a smaller one. It's also got a few stuff that I bought to actually sell, and then this I had to put separate because I haven't even looked up how much they're worth. Then some more bits here. So let's have a look. Got this Mikey, I think his name is, from oh god, I forgot even what the movie was. Sully from Monsters Inc. It's a moving mask for kids to wear. I'm not sure whether he has any kind of voice module, but there seems to be something there at the bottom that I need to have a look at. Obviously, gonna give it a nice good clean. I mean, I'm seeing it on eBay for like $9.99, so yeah, I can probably list it up. Maybe we'll have a good quick sale for Christmas. Then we've got an interactive. This is an official Care Bear, although not a very old one. It's 2016. Got to open up the battery compartment and actually see what it looks like. Most of the time I find these people leave batteries in and it's all damaged. There's definitely got some movements in his arms. I think there's one on that side only. I guess only one side moves. I don't know, does he have any batteries? Let's have a look. Is that the on switch here? No, battery's dead. Then I just bought these batteries 2016 because I do find stuff that actually needs this, and charity shop Loros was selling this for £4 I believe. They might be out of date actually. I need to check the date on it. 12th December So that's December 2022. So that's definitely out of date. But hey, oh, 4 for £1. I guess I can't go wrong with it. At least I'll be able to test it. Things. And we got a Harry Potter mug, Gryffindor heat changing mug. So heat changing. So as I say, it turns from that one to another one in terms of colors. Be exciting. Great for anybody who's a Harry Potter fan. And then also got this brand new Hermione model paint set. So it comes with all the paint, the model, and you get to paint it at home. Isn't that weird? You actually paying to paint something, right? And we got Bop It. These always sell well. £10, £12, £15, depending on the models you have. I don't know if this works. I'll have to have a look at it. It has any battery, so yeah. This was amazing. So this is actually still got the tags on it. I don't know how people manage to keep stuff with tags on it, especially in that good condition, and then end up, giving to charity shop. So yeah, this is Tweety from Looney Tunes. I'm sure it's an older one. I don't know if there's any dates on there. Yep, 2000. So that is Tweety from the Looney Tunes. And I've also managed to get Sylvester, also from Looney Tunes. So yeah, again, with tags, still there, although slightly folded. It's there. So that's an easy, I believe I've seen them for about £12 to £13 each. But I'm going to definitely list them as a bundle and just get rid of it. Got a little dinosaur, cute dinosaurs. Nothing great. I mean, I haven't checked it out. I can probably put something in it. There's a piece of hair. Then we got Dog McStuffin, which should be easily sellable. I think I've got some more characters with it. And we've got from Paw Patrol a character. Again, Paw Patrol, a bigger one. Slightly not in the greatest condition. Might need a bit of sticky tape over it to get all the fluff off. This is quite cool. So this is was it a Ferrari? Yeah, it's a Ferrari Daytona 1/24 scale from a company called Majorette. Yeah, Majorette. I've dealt with them before. So yeah, it has pop-up hood, has openable doors inside. I don't think the back opens up, but yeah, good scale. I've sold something similar, I think, for about 15 to 16 quid. So it's a good model. It's in good condition, no damages whatsoever. I should be able to sell that easily. Now, this was a crazy find. So I found that for £2. As you can see, it has a bit of damage on the actual box here. But let me just open it up. Inside, when I opened it up in the shop, it was in really good condition. I'm going to end up damaging the box even more, ain't I? So yeah, that's the inside of it. It comes with all the manuals that you normally get with it. The Kensington Mouseworks software. So that's for the Windows. I believe this covers, works with Windows 95 and 3.1. Funny enough, I've actually used 3.1. Oh, it also works with OS2 Warp. I've tried that software a long time ago when I was just dabbling into computer stuff. So yeah, if anybody remembers back in the days, this was what was in your mouse, a mouse. We didn't have the optical stuff. It was just a trackball that used to sit, well, this is obviously on top because you use it like this, but on the old mouse, it was actually at the bottom of it. And oh my god, the days of taking it apart, cleaning it, dropping the ball and flying everywhere. I still remember in high school when I was in high school, I think year 10, and we had all these computers and you had to clean them out every time before you can use it, because otherwise they would just not track, because dust would come up on them and then they would go on the actual wheels that are inside. You can see the metal bits are actually wheels. So when you turn this, certain wheels move and then the computer will knows which way you're going. So this one comes with 4 different buttons. Definitely professional stuff. This would have been really expensive back then when they first released, but nowadays you can get them for cheap. But it sells on eBay for 50 quid, which is what I'm after. Right. Next one is a Harry Potter Gringotts Bank. Is premium quality oversized puzzle, 1,000 pieces. 1,000 pieces, and it's sealed. So somebody was probably gifted this and didn't like it. Nevertheless, I have a feeling this is from Bluey. It's got a bit of damage. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Doc McStuffin again, not in the greatest condition. Might need a good clean up. Maybe try a bit of washing. And we've got a pony from. Wow, these again. It's not coming in my head right. It'll probably come up later. Another Paw Patrol. I think his name is Chase, right? Because I think he's the main character. Label's not in the best place, as you can see. It's a bit tangled up. We got interactive animagic dog. It's definitely active. It's making sound. Where do you activate? It doesn't want to work right now. We got 2 dolls, 2 scared, but one's an Annabella, so that's baby Annabella. Depending on which one you get, the accessories, they're good. Can sell for good money. This one has a button here, but I guess batteries are run out. Obviously, I've got the full outfit by the looks of it. And then picked up another doll. This one is also a Annabella. I think it's Self Creation. So these 2 companies, Self Creation is a great company. If you see any dolls with it, check it out. Obviously, I haven't got the dummy or anything like that with this. No clothes, just that. But if somebody wants it, then I can always sell it. No idea why I picked it up. This top up. I don't normally buy tops or clothing, but you know what? That brand intrigued me a bit. So if anybody knows who this brand is, let me know. It's just a top with a hoodie on it. We got this speakerphone, whatever it is, from Thinkway Toys. That's why I always buy Thinkway Toys. Good stuff. Not sure exactly what it does. I guess some sound. Battery needs to be looked at. It's from the Minions, as far as I can tell. And we got another one. This one has battery in it. Not branded in any way when I was looking at it. Just says made in China. But yeah, if you want to see it. Hello, testing. This is eBay. You need to subscribe to me. Subscribe. Cheeky punt there. But yeah, that's a has little buttons you can change. I guess it changes the tone a bit. Oh, I've gone into kitchenwares, haven't I? From a distance, this was a bit interesting, so I picked it up. It is Tala Floor Sifter, clean, light, and if you look inside, and there's a little, on the arm, there's a little metal thing. And when you turn it, so I guess you put the whatever you want to sift and on top, inside here, and then you just go over it like that, and then it just does it. Also picked it up with this measuring spoon that actually says how to make stuff. Quite interesting. Sultana Tropicana, coconut, American, metrics, custard powder, flour milk, icing sugar. So yeah, that's I've randomly seen on eBay it was selling for quite a good money. So, but I think I can get about £16 for the both. And then I picked these up. So this I've got the actual what's it called, the electronics for this, and I was looking at the charity shop for these. Unfortunately, I could not see it, so I still bought the actual electronics for it. Let's have a look if I can find it. You can tell I've been stocking up for Christmas, haven't I? And for December times, and for the non-season carpet times. It's like, oh nah, don't say that's broke. Just felt it move a bit. So yeah, that's what I picked up first. So that's just the, oh god. So obviously that's just the actual bottom piece, the actual electronic piece, and it, you put the head on it. So, also picked up during the same time the actual remote, and that's the head. So I think if I put that like that, so yeah, that goes inside, then, so you see now it's a ball. Oh my god, he's complete. He's complete. With the damage, which is not great. Yeah, I'm so glad he's actually complete. The top is like magnetic. Whoop. Definitely damaged that now. So yeah, I'm gonna test him out. He must be some money. We'll have a look at it. Next up, we got some chest pieces. Always handy. Always pick them up. Sometimes I find just the boards, so do bundle them up at times, or I'll just check that they've got all the pieces there, and then I can just sell it for somebody who wants to buy a board and have these Roman characters. There's all Roman characters there in different colors. That's that. This I picked up from the Aldi, I think, at $3.99. Easily selling for about £17 on eBay, so that'll be a resale. Oh. If anybody remembers these, let me know. This is Tommy Water Game. I have no idea what they're worth. I've not checked it, but I do buy stuff from Tommy all the time. So I picked them up. They do need a good clean. The water was leaking from somewhere, so I might have to look at sealing things up. But if they don't sell, I'll add them to my collection, because I've actually played with this when I was little. So yeah, I've got 2 of them. So I've got a light green color and that one. Then we've got an Atari. Is it an Atari? Yeah, it's an Atari tape only and the joystick, so it's not the actual console itself. It's an Atari 1010, and yeah, it's a tape deck for it. No power supply, unfortunately, so you know it does need power supply. I don't have that. You don't want my vapes, do you? And then I think that's the last item in the box. So this is a Irwin Stomper Monster 4x4. Let's have a look inside. It's definitely not complete because, well, he doesn't look complete, does he? Don't know if he's, what is that? High, low, forward, off, rewind, high, neutral, low. It's got a figure inside as well. Is that an old Lego figure? I'm not sure. I don't think it's a Lego figure. I think it's something else, but can't see the writing quite clear, so I might need to get a magnifying glass. Or I might need to get some glasses for myself, you know. It seems to have a toe sting on there from Shaper. I figured what it is. It's a 4x4. It's a 4x4, which I think is 4x4 with a winch. Stomper Monster 4x4. God, these need the big batteries. So yeah, that's the pickups I've done. I've got some more coming in the next few days. In the meantime, I've got a secret Facebook code. Well, it's not a code. It's like a method, right? Which I've been using, and don't know if I should share it unless you already know about it. But it's a method to look at items that have been newly listed in your area, and I might put that on the next video. But in the meantime, thanks for joining me. I hope this video was interesting on the things that I find and things that I've sold. Gives you an idea of what to look for. But I'm going to start doing some videos and tutorials on eBay selling, I think, because I've done quite well for a part-time reseller. Done quite well for the last couple of months since July when I first started off. Sales have been really good. Some weeks have been bad, some weeks have been really good, and covering the good ones. But luckily, I'm still glad that I have a full-time job that I do. That gives me security. That's the thing. I think part-time reselling is always better than full-time reselling because, yes, you get more time to list up. You have more opportunity to actually make more. But a full-time job and a part-time reselling has more security, I guess. Because you always know that you're always going to have a secure income coming in at all times. And then your part-time job is basically supporting a bit more. But before I continue waffling, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue listing. I mean, as you can see, I've added extra to the extra to the extra on top of the extra, right? This is the thing. It's quicker. It's way quicker to actually get your stuff in. You can go into the shop, 10 minutes, you can just pick up, done, right? You've got a car full. When you come back, that's when you're going to sort out, like, is it work? Is it batteries? Is it cleaning? Is it? And then listing it, researching it. I'm going to leave you off. I'm still waffling, ain't I? I'm going to shoot off here. I'll leave you for the rest of the Saturday to watch other interesting videos than mine. Was that interesting? Do you like it? If not, let me know. Put it in the comments. What should I change? I'm trying to look, obviously, at different videos, and I need a coffee. It's only 2:15, but I need a coffee. All right, I'm going to get on listing these things on my eBay store. Well, actually, I might just do the drafts. List the rest up. Play with some of the stuff, make sure it's all working. The Kensington Expert mouse, definitely need testing because I don't want to sell something that's like 40 quid and then comes to the buyer and it doesn't work. Oh, did I forget? You see this keyboard here? It's made by Cherry. It is an old keyboard. Comes with the PS2 connector and goes for about 30 to 40 pounds. Interesting, isn't it? You wouldn't think that a old keyboard like that would sell for good money. But it does. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Subscribe if you like the content. That gives me a good reason to actually make more. Comment is very important. Comment what you like, what you don't like. Am I waffling too much? Am I talking too much? Do you want to see something different? I am thinking about doing something like a live stream, so I can just put up one camera up, put a computer up there where I can have a channel to see the chat, and then I get on with work, doing the channel, everything I list up, I show, and see what we can get in sales together. See you all on the next one. Bye bye.